All right. Welcome back to Season 1, Episode 6 of Synergy Hoops Podcast. I'm your co-host, Ayub Tersanzada.
And I'm your co-host, Yakub Tersanzada.
You already know who I am, Arif Tersanzada.
And we're missing a brother. Yusuf is not here this week. But before we get into this week's episode, let's get into our sponsor.
This episode is brought to you by Long Island Urgent Care, our proud sponsor for Synergy Hoops Season 1.
Okay, huge shout out again to Long Island Urgent Care, Synergy Hoops #1 sponsor from day one. For all your medical assistance, you know where to go. Week after week, we've been saying it. Great people, great service. Shout out again. Okay, week 6, halfway through the season. Let's go.
I know, right?
Halfway already, huh?
Crazy, time's flying. This week was a little bit special. A lot of things shifted as far as players, standings, our perceptions of teams.
Definitely.
But before we get into that, I think Arif wants to go over some rules. So
Let's do it, yeah. So 2 things. We got, since we are now past week 5, rosters are officially locked. You cannot be adding anyone. So whoever has been playing on the teams, that's who it is. And the second thing, too, that I wanted to announce, we've been thinking about it. And since there are only 4 teams, we want to switch it up a little bit as far as how playoffs goes. To really incentivize that first place. So if you do get first place, you get to choose who you verse in the first round.
Ooh,
I like that. I like that a lot.
That's strategic.
I think it's really good just because some teams we've noticed have better matchups against other teams, even though, let's say, if they're like the first seed or second, the standings don't say that.
Yeah.
So no one is safe. Everyone be ready. It might help people. It might really scare people. But those are the rule things. Let's get into it right away. Week 5 was a fun week.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the first game. Who was it? It was 0 to Hero versus Primetime, right?
Yeah.
This was
Okay, I already know. I was correct. I was one of me and last week's guest. We both said that Primetime was gonna lose, right? We said 0 to Hero.
You guys were the only one
And
that
we were
said
correct.
0 to Hero, and you guys called it honestly from the get-go.
This is the second time Primetime lost. Their second loss this season, and it's to the same exact team.
Same exact team.
So that's kind of goes back to what you were saying about matchups.
Yeah.
So
Absolutely, yeah. So we have the score ending right here, 54 to 47, with 0 to Hero coming on top, taking their second win against Primetime within the matchups. But yeah, what kind of happened in this game, guys?
bro, that's what happened. Look at that. Well, I mean they won, but look at this picture right there with his hands on his head.
Ours was so funny, man. This was a crazy play that Mehdi just scored, but doesn't matter. I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about 0 to Hero because they played phenomenal.
Yeah.
Shout out to the players, of course. Harris, look at him finishing off with 14 points. We got 5 rebounds and 1 assist.
Yeah.
Player of the game, well deserved. I think this game, who really took it over and made sure people played their roles, and obviously it worked efficiently, was Tay. Shout out captain. You saw him being a lot more vocal.
No, I don't even think it was about being vocal. He's vocal every week, right?
No.
But this year he finally decided to score. I think he got his first buckets
This year.
or second bucket.
No, he was constantly looking to attack. I think that was it.
And he told me that he was coming off of like a sickness or whatever. Like he finally was ready to start hooping, and I was like, finally. I talked previously last week. I told him to step up.
Definitely,
this week,
yeah.
he came up to me. He's like, you know what? I'm going to do that, and he actually stepped up this week, and I was super, super happy to see. You could hear me, through the gameplay footage, like cheering him on. Like that's the Tay I know.
Yeah. I think he had like 5 assists too. Which is
He
crazy.
had a crazy.
He had a lot of
pass.
fast break
Yeah.
layups too as well. Steals, just like very high IQ plays that matter the most. Like they got a lot of like last minute scores.
Yeah.
Just like he got a steal, quickly pass to make a quick bucket right before the time ends. But I also want to shout out to Eli. Eli was funny, bro.
Yo,
He
I
was
love
doing
Eli,
good.
man.
I know. Eli's grown
First
up
of
all of us.
First of all, my guy pulled up in SpongeBob socks, bro.
I didn't even notice.
Yo, oh my god, you didn't notice
Drip.
that?
He's got the drip.
Hey.
He's pulling up. I'm not gonna lie, it took him a while to get a shot going on. He was shooting. We had a heckler on the sidelines.
Yes.
I think he was kind of going back and forth with him. Yeah. He was trying to shoot it and stuff. He was talking about his SpongeBob socks or whatever. He really wanted to shoot it, but Then when it came more towards like halftime, he was hitting his shot. He was
Yeah.
making some plays, good rebounds, passing it to Harris for another buzzer beater right before the third quarter end, I believe it. Yeah. So definitely he was doing his thing again. He definitely took like a shift from being one of those quiet players, and now he's actually making an impact for 0 to hero, I would say.
When he gets hot with his threes, that's when they start to fly. It might not be so good in the beginning, like he'll hit backboard,
Give it
he'll
some
hit
time,
things,
give it
but
some time, yeah.
once it starts going, it starts going.
Now, one moment I do want to like just bring up was after he had I think 3 threes in a row, he had the ball, it was a fast break, and then like he kind of didn't know what to do. I don't know what happened, and he kind of just dribbled it out of bounds, and everybody's like, "What just happened?"
just
it was so
happened?
funny.
He's feeling himself a little too much.
But it's
you know?
okay, it's okay. No,
Those threes were big.
they
Yeah,
played
but
well.
prime time.
Oh no! Wait, first, actually, obviously, shout out to Horace, player of the game.
Yeah.
14 points. So a lot of this, what I want to say, was different from the previous weeks. And here, he was more focusing down low in the low post, easy jump shots, screen, pick and roll, and open. You know, and he was hitting them. You know, he was really going at it defensively with Mahdi as well.
Yeah.
You know, and I felt
matchup.
like it put like a little chip on his shoulder.
We need a new nickname for him.
Yeah, man. So last week I called him, or we all called him Haris and the possession Ahmed. But honestly, he still did end the possession. But
Oh my god!
But he made the
played more
buckets
team-
this time.
Yes, but he did play more team ball and he did play more his role.
Nah,
so shout out to him. He
yeah,
did.
yeah. His
Yeah.
mid range is
We need a new nickname. We need a new nickname for him.
Haris DeRozan, bro.
No, I don't know. Yeah, DeRozan.
Bro. No, he's good. Yeah, he be what is it? He be
No.
shooting.
His
Comment
mid-range
down
is good.
below what nicknames you guys want for Haris.
Honestly.
All right.
But yeah, now moving on to
Prime time. There's not really much to say, honestly. Shafiq, this was the first week that he didn't play good. Honestly,
Yeah.
he's bottling the ball. Mahdi doing his thing. Mahdi's always kind of composed. He's scoring the bucket, making
Yeah.
smart plays. But other than that, I think they weren't playing good team ball.
They're lacking something. I feel like their role players didn't pick up when they needed to. Because Shafiq, yes, he's a great player, but you're not always going to be playing great, and that happens. There's nothing wrong with that, right? He had an off game, but it really showed that he needs to be on his A game if this team wants to, beat another good team.
Yeah, true.
No, 100%. Yeah. With primetime, I think their problem is they have, yes, 2 great players, but if one of them doesn't, I guess, show out, or if they both don't show out every single time, it gets really difficult for them because their role players are very wishy-washy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say, like, sometimes, don't get me wrong, sometimes they're on.
Yeah.
The energy is there, like Firoz, Yusuf, Imran, Ahmad, Islam, like all of them, like, they get into it.
Yeah.
But then once I feel like they get any type of resistance from the other team or something like that, where it's not like an easy like flow or blowout thing, they start to get less confident.
Yeah,
And then they
it's
don't
like
play as
crumbling,
well.
yeah.
That's it. I do want to shout out to 2 other people. One, Imran in the beginning was being aggressive. He was doing good.
He's always aggressive,
Yeah.
honestly.
Mahdi, of course, was good. Yusuf was playing good in the beginning.
Yeah, he stepped
did.
up.
He did.
He was a good role player this week.
He did. He had a big 3. I feel like they didn't pass him. They left him open on a couple of times, and they just didn't give him the ball, which is okay. But defensively too, he had 4 steals.
Yeah.
He had 4 steals, which
nice.
which is
He picked it up.
which is pretty good. I mean, 4 steals in any game is solid. He did good. I know I was giving him a lot of hate last week, but you know what? It motivated him. He stepped up.
He got his points within the perimeter, so he
Yeah,
finally scored a layup.
yeah,
It was
yeah.
Loki an L1, so tough bucket. Tough bucket.
He was a little bit more aggressive, but they maybe 0 to hero is just their kryptonite.
Yeah.
Who knows? They gotta figure it out
Facts, absolutely.
and see what's going on. But
Yeah.
overall, fun game to watch, and we'll see. I think they verse each other
One more time.
just one more time.
This season?
One more time before playoffs. So
Alright.
that'll be a crazy time
We'll
to
see, we'll see.
So yeah, let's go to the next game.
Next game, right?
What do we have? We have Pluto versus Mambas.
Yo, this was a close game.
This was a fun game to watch.
This is a fun game.
This was a really fun
57
game
to 54, Pluto coming up on top. As you can see, Safwan, player of the game, had a crazy stat line, right? We got 24 points, 7 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 blocks. But overall, just Pluto, man. Pluto was playing really, really good. Both teams were actually playing really good.
Yeah.
But Pluto, they just had that overall lead the whole time, I would say, and it was just always the whole time Mambas trying to catch up,
Yeah.
and it became really, really close down to the wire.
At the end.
Questionable last play too, if it was a foul on the 3 or not. But
Yo, Asma got so lucky that they didn't call that foul.
Nah, that was good defense.
I don't think so. I think
you
that
could
was a
barely
foul.
even see it.
I think that was a foul.
we'll replay the clip right now. Honestly, just check to see if this is a foul or not. But yeah, honestly, that's for something else. But who played good?
So I want to say, Mambas, I've noticed. No, let's go with the winning team actually first. You know what? From start to finish, Pluto was very good, very aggressive. They almost got into their bad habits where they have a big lead and then lose it in the very last minute.
They were leading the whole game.
Yeah, and then
they
at the end, so it was very close like that. But shout out Safwan.
Yeah.
Confident, hitting. I think he had 6 threes. 6 threes.
One thing about him, like every start of the game, he always gets hot. He's like hitting every shot, and then later on in the game, he kind of slows down. Really, not as active. He doesn't score as much. But this week was different. He scored in the beginning, the middle, maybe a little quiet at the end. Maybe that's why the other team caught up. But he still performed really good.
Yeah.
Other team players though, I will say Shaq. He's always
He's the glue, I think.
Yeah.
Honestly, he's just a floor general.
Shout out to Shaq though. Again, he was talking towards the end when it came down to the free throws, and this guy just whenever he talks, he misses the free throw. I want to see it.
It's hilarious.
Oh my God.
Absolutely
It's so funny.
hilarious. I don't know why. But hey, that's Shaq. That's who he is. Then also, shout out to Asmat, obviously.
Yeah, Osman
Played
playing
big,
amazing.
played very well, he did his thing.
He wasn't playing good in the beginning, right? He was wearing his leggings, right? I told him, Asmat, you don't look tough. Go take off your leggings. You got to look good to feel good and play good, right? So he's like, you know what? You're right. He went up, and then he actually started picking it up.
Then everyone noticed it too. They're like, "Oh, whoa, why is Osman playing good?" And I'm like, "Oh, Jakub told him to take off his leggings," and they're like, "Oh my God, it actually worked!"
It actually did work. It was
It
funny.
actually worked. Shout out Osman.
But yeah.
But no, yeah, they did very well. There's not really much else to say. They came in, they played how they were supposed to. Against this team, beat them last time,
Yeah.
and it was
Off
again
a buzzer beater.
off a buzzer
Yeah,
beater
yeah.
last second. So I think they wanted to really show it. It almost got a little bit iffy at the end, but yeah, they overall very well. Again, Safwan, crazy game, very confident.
This was actually
Favors.
this was the game though that they versed both Avery and Austin. Last time it was just
You're right,
Austin, yeah.
Yes,
and I think
yes.
they did very, very well adapting to that, honestly.
Yeah.
They were keeping them both, I'd say mostly kind of just going to Mambas a little bit. The reason why I think they've been losing, and I guess it kind of just comes down to the fact that basketball is a team sport, right? You can't really have two guys scoring the ball every single play, right? You need to have other threats going on, and I think that's just where Mambas really doesn't have any other threats. You could play a whole gameplay off that, leaving this person open and stuff because 4v5, where it's just hard. And then the minute that one of them subs out to take a quick breather or something, you could instantly tell the difference, and it's hard. Yeah, definitely. Like when you're either Austin or you're Avery, and you see one of them, like one of your brothers sitting on the bench and stuff, and you need them because you're the main player right now. You get tired. A lot of it is falling down onto you and stuff. But then you have other players, right, role players, but you don't really have like stars, right? So you got Mo. He's obviously El Zanati, floor general. He does his thing and stuff. He'll score the occasional bucket. No, but it's not that star player where just go get a bucket. We need it right now.
You know who's been giving hints of that star player? Arbaz. He's very underrated, I feel like.
100%.
Right?
100% very underrated. I think
He gets some tough buckets.
he does. He's
He could shoot. He could drive.
He
He
can.
could dribble. I
He
feel like if you
can.
give him the ball, let him floor general a little bit, he'll create.
I think he's more of
Triple threat.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Score?
shooter. He's more of like
Not a passer.
Not a passer,
Uh-huh.
not like the dimes, but if you get him in transition, if you get him on the arc,
He's getting a bucket.
He's gonna get the bucket. Now I do want to say going back to Ayub's point, right? You have the greens. They're obviously the offense runs through them 90% of the
Yeah,
game, right?
100%.
And it's either one-on-one or action and stuff. And I also say Mambas, a lot of times they don't have their full team. They didn't have Ahmed Yusuf. I want to see with Ahmed Yusuf, Arbaz, the Greens, and Mo El Zanati.
Yeah.
Starting five.
Starting five, I
We
think
also
that'd
saw
be
that
good. You
Merwace
have-
though. Merwace was what is it?
Yeah,
injured.
Midwest.
I think
he's-
Merwace I think he just got to be a little bit more selfish. I think he's just not really because I've seen him
his
play.
rhythm. I know I've seen him
But
play.
I know he's been hurt and he's been getting hurt a lot
It's-
like recently.
it's-
Like he just came back from an injury, a little minor one, and then he kind of bumped knees right away and stuff. And it's just very frustrating as like a player where like you're just trying to get back into it, but you keep on your body's not keeping up.
Everyone needs to get in their flow and they need to get it early, not when it's down to the wire and come a crazy comeback. Like Mo Zanati, he started hitting his threes at the end because
Yeah,
that's when they
that
started
was
giving it
crazy,
to him, right?
uh-huh.
But if he gets hot earlier
those
on,
threes were crazy.
but
bro.
if he gets hot earlier on, boom, you have another 3-point shooter. Then you mix in Arbaz and you mix in Ahmed Yusuf. You know?
Absolutely.
I do actually want to shout out too, because you know what, they don't really get too much recognition sometimes, but I noticed it this past game. The Toki brothers.
yeah.
They were fighting for rebounds over
I
Asma.
know.
I think there was a good like 5 possessions in a row in the third quarter or something like that, where they're just getting rebound, assist, and scoring.
Yeah.
And scoring, both of them. And it was really fun to watch because you know when you see them, they give it their all.
Yeah.
They give it their 100%, and it showed and it came through.
Even if
you
they're
know?
not scoring offensively, defensively,
Yeah.
they're there.
Yeah.
They're giving their 100%. And no matter what with defense, if you're giving your 100%, you're going to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Right?
hard
Exactly.
to go against someone who's putting in 100% effort. You know.
Oh, 100. Yeah.
It's hard to
Yeah,
score.
of course,
Regardless of
course.
like, yeah, like the thing is, if they're playing 100%, it takes effort. Regardless of your skill and stuff, you have to try and score every single time. It's not like one of those players where like, okay, my skill level is so much better than you, I could just go around you and stuff. No matter what, if someone puts the effort in defense, that's what I always say about defense. It's all a matter of how badly you just want to put the effort into it. I'm
Yeah.
telling you.
Yeah.
Anybody could be a great defender.
Shout out to the Toki Bros.
Yeah.
Honestly, great job all around. The last thing that I want to point out, and I told you too, or I guess why Mambas, I think, ultimately lose at the end. Free throws.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you did mention
Free
that.
throws during the game.
Yeah, get the reps in, boys.
He was.
You twins.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys hit some, but you gotta hit.
You hit like.
Yeah, they hit some tough mid-rangers, like right in the face.
I know,
Yeah.
but they'll hit those shots, but free throws, I don't know. You guys should be hitting
Free throw
these.
clinic is open.
Honestly, because if you hit them, it takes a lot of pressure off of you at the end of the game. Because you guys find a way to come back, but if you hit those 4 or 5 free throws and you miss in the third or early in the fourth quarter, you're
It's a
tied
different
or
game.
up. It's a completely different game.
Yeah.
You know, you're
The
not.
pressure, all that.
You know, at that. I
Yeah,
called
you
that
don't-
out with you. Remember,
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, boom! If you hit that, boom, it's a tie game.
Exactly.
You know?
You don't have to fall into just trying to take game winners and falling to that last resort because realistically, what are the odds of of people hitting like game winners?
Like, why put yourself in that situation?
Exactly.
You know?
They're
Exactly.
a good team. They just need to find their rhythm. That's it. They need everyone to show up, and they need to find their rhythm and get their rotations
Absolutely.
and be confident and
Yeah.
know their roles. But yeah, that's
That's going.
Overall- Oh.
Yeah, but I want to say though, if we could just quickly look at the standings now, just because.
Yeah,
there
no,
has
everything
been a
shifted.
shift,
Yeah, that's what I was
right?
gonna say.
After talking about all this.
Yeah, but overall, great games this week.
No,
Yes, we wanna talk
100%.
about
Yeah.
standings.
So let's go into the standings now. So I know this week changed actually a lot of things. I believe we have 3 teams who are 3 and 2. Yes.
New first seed.
So we got Pluto here, 3 and 2, taking the number 1 seed over Prime Time.
Yo.
Wait, how does that work?
Plus 14 because they're
Because they got more point.
they got point differential. Plus 14.
Let's go.
Shout out Pluto. You guys, started off the season a little shaky, leading and then giving it up. But then these last 2 weeks, you guys really showed out and showed that, heck, man, I think you guys are the team to beat.
Damn, they're
You guys are the team to beat.
the top 3 are 3 and 2.
Yeah. Then we got Prime Time. Even though they lost, they still have a higher point differential. They're in second place. We have Zero to Hero, who has the same record now as those other 2, but with a 0-point differential. So they finally got broke even. And then you got Mambas, 1 and 4 with a minus 27. Realistically, it's still anyone's game.
Yeah.
We still got 5 more weeks, halfway through the season, I want to go into leaders now. Now, yeah, the leaders are the same. Shafiq is finally a 98. He got lower by 1 point.
That's
because he didn't have a great
crazy.
game. But what I want to start talking about now, the fun stuff. Because now we're in the second half of the season. I want to ask you guys, right? Obviously, the league's got to have an MVP.
Yeah.
League's got to have a first all team. So who are the players that are really standing out to you, and who do you think is so far the top? Let's say top 3 race for MVP first.
Wait, so how does MVP work? Did they have to win the chip to be MVP or no?
No, of course not. No, that's finals MVP. But I'm saying
Okay, I
MVP of the league. If, let's say, you took this player out, their team would be completely different, which I feel like you can say there's
For
a
a
case for a
lot
lot of
of-
people.
yeah.
But then also, too, the impact in games, you have to see their record, their personal stats, you know,
I got
like
you.
seeing
I got-
how they are, you know, MVP.
I got
What are
3
we talking
players right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna diversify it just a little bit because
Yeah.
you brought up a great point. If you take them out,
That's
then
what-
their
that's what's
team
called.
is gonna be right.
Most valuable player.
Exactly.
That's
So-
what it
Okay,
is.
okay.
I'm gonna go with primetime, right, for 3 primetime.
Actually, give me one person from every team.
One person from
Every team, 4.
So
Yeah, why not?
primetime.
Yeah.
People
I don't
mi-
have an MVP for one team.
Okay, I got one
I have
for
one
every
for
team.
everyone.
I got one for every
I have
team.
one for everyone.
All right.
Okay, so for primetime, I'm gonna say it's gonna be Mehdi, and I'm not gonna say Shafiq just because Shafiq can score and stuff like that, but Mehdi does it all, right? Defense, rebounds, all of it, right? And he's a player coach.
Yes.
Pluto, Safwan. I'm gonna say Safwan just because he
agree.
makes that huge difference. When he was out those weeks, I think that's the week that they lost when against Mamba.
Against Mambas, yes,
Yeah.
you're right. You're right.
Okay, then I'm gonna go into Mambas. Austin Green, by far easy. This man is different. He does everything, you know. And then for Zero Hero, it's either between Horace or Jay Booga, just because those two are like they're bigs,
Yeah.
right? Horace, without Horace, they wouldn't have a big,
Yeah.
and you know he plays great, efficient. You know what's his percentage?
Shooting percentage?
It's like very high.
It's
Like,
probably like 70%.
exactly, which
Yeah.
is really, really great. And then he plays good defense, and he's getting bored. So
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go
Yeah.
next. All right, so starting off with who did you start off with?
It doesn't
Prime
matter.
time.
Just go
Doesn't
ahead.
All right,
matter.
prime time. Prime time, right? I'm gonna disagree, right? I think Shafiq, right? The stats say it. He gets rebounds too. It's not like he doesn't play
Yeah, he gets
defense.
rebounds,
He doesn't play. It's not like he doesn't play defense either. He's usually picking up their best player, and he's pressing. He's got the cardio for it. He gets the steals. He gets the rebounds. He gets the putbacks. I think he's the MVP candidate for that team. Going to Pluto. Yeah, Safwan is good. I mean, yeah, honestly, he's a great player. But Osmut is on the come up. From previous week, last player of the week.
I like that,
If you
actually, yeah.
take him away, where's your rebounds?
That's true. It becomes
Yes,
a lot harder.
you have one of the Kim brothers, but Osman's there for defense, and Osman gets rebounds no
Yeah,
matter
but Nick
what.
Kim be getting boards too, though.
No, but you know
But does he
what-
score?
But not
Does
only
he set picks?
to your point too. If I'll just jump in, getting a rebound. Yeah, okay, yes, but tiring the other people out too. Osman is constantly doing that. Even if let's say Osman won't get the rebound, boxing him out takes a
Yeah.
lot of effort. Getting him out of the paint, doing something like that, and he's still fighting for the rebound,
Yeah.
trying to tip it over there.
He always
It's
makes
a lot of
an
energy.
impact.
It does that makes
Yeah.
a huge impact. I didn't think of that. That's really good.
And then also like second race, like Shaq too. If you remove him, he's the glue, like we said earlier.
Yeah, that's true.
Shaq is always
Shaq
controlling
is
the ball, floor
yeah.
general.
but you pick one from one team.
Yeah, it's
let's keep it
it's
one.
gonna be Osman, and
Okay.
then second hand,
Yeah.
Saf and Shaq.
Okay.
Then we got Mambas, right? Yeah, I'm gonna go with Austin Green as well, right? He's a killer. He's been killing it since week 1. Overall, not much more to
Zero
say.
Hero.
Yeah.
Zero to hero. Honestly, I don't really see one, and that's not a bad thing, right? They're all even. I feel like.
Okay, that's a good look.
That's actually really good. That's actually
I don't see one player standing out. Like they're all playing together. They all step up because from the stats, right? None of them is
very well
Now one of
distributed,
them is
yeah.
scoring like
crazy.
25
It's
points.
different.
They're
it's
all
different
doing it
every
together.
every single week. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. Prime time, I'm gonna have to agree with Ayub. I think Mahdi,
Yeah.
especially with like last game, consistently every single week. Yes, Shafiq has the numbers, but I feel like a lot of the times it's because Mahdi takes a step back and giving him the outlet pass or whatever, or Mahdi's okay with like not
Yeah.
scoring as much, but
Okay.
doing more of the dirty work. But no, don't get me wrong.
I don't know about that.
Don't get me wrong. Shafiq is still
Yeah,
still,
he's a
still
killer.
crazy.
He's
If you switch roles, you think Mahdi's gonna be able to run that fast down? You think?
Yeah, but that's
No,
not what
it's not. That's
basketball's
not.
about,
That's
though.
not what.
That's
It's
what
not
I'm
just
saying.
about scoring that. I think if you take away Mahdi, their team would be significantly more impacted than if you took away
Yeah,
Shafiq.
that's what I think so.
That's the only thing. Yes, they're both amazing. They're both
It's
really
hard.
good.
They're very both.
That is very tough.
Yeah, I see what you
It's
mean.
It could go
Fair,
hand in
fair,
hand.
It could go
fair.
either way.
All right, Pluto.
Pluto, I do think it's Safwan.
Okay.
Safwan is a killer. offensively, defensively, all around. You saw his stat line. When he wants to
that's
score,
crazy.
he can score. He can block. He can get rebounds. He can steal the ball. He's quick. He has very high IQ too.
Yeah.
Like spacing, quickness. I think Safwan. Not really
Makes
much
sense.
to say, you know.
Yeah.
Then for 0 to hero, I think actually it's Jay Buga. I do think it's Jay Buga because they're a different team when he's on the floor.
Yeah, that's
and
true.
I think they notice it too a little bit in the sense of like defensively, he's a little more physical. He's a bigger body. He can still score. He likes his gritty, tough layups.
Yeah, he does,
going in and stuff, right?
Yeah.
It relieves a lot of pressure on the other team, on 0 to hero's team. Because when he drives in, right, they're more focused on collapsing, open threes, so on and so on. But then again, yes, like you said, they're all very even. Everyone has a case.
Yeah.
You can say Tay for being a captain, and being the voice and stuff like that, and giving the assist, and you
Yeah.
can say Horace being the big.
But
you
again,
can say,
I think though also we could talk good qualities about everyone and stuff, but at the end of the day, it's going to be the most valuable player. You could give props to everyone and stuff, but you have to, name that specific.
that's
person,
what,
right?
and he really stood out to me, Jay
Yeah.
Buga, And then lastly, Mamba's.
Yeah, Austin
Obviously,
Green. There's no
Austin,
explanation.
Austin Green. 'Cause
Maybe
he's
Avery
doing
comes and
everything.
picks it up this
Nah,
second
but I
half
think
of the
Austin
season.
has already done too much of
Okay, but
value.
what if Avery
No,
picks
it's
it
close.
up?
No, okay, yeah.
What if Avery brings them from
Honestly, that's
the
a-
last seed to the first seed?
Again,
We're only halfway to
It's
as
only week
well.
6. That's what I'm saying. As of right now, that's what the thoughts are. So that's what we think. Now, really quickly, not too much in depth. Let's say first all team, just 5 players, top 5 players that you think that deserves to be in the run for.
Oh, now this is hard though.
I already have mine. It's.
Alright,
I
you
think
just
it's
go.
pretty
How
easy.
about you go? We don't
I
have to
think,
give it all.
yeah,
three.
I think
Just
it's
why
pretty
don't you
easy.
say
I
it?
think it's like who we talked about as far as MVP candidates. I think we got. I think it's 2 in prime time. I think it's Shafiq and.
I agree.
And Mahdi. Then I think it's Austin Green.
Okay.
Then I think it's Safwan.
Yeah.
And then I think it's Jay Buga.
Yeah, that's,
I think
that's
it's Jay
pretty
Buga.
fair.
Maybe if not Jay Buga, then just because their team is more rounded out, then maybe I would put in like Usman or
Horace.
or
Horace.
Horace.
Yeah, but there's no what is it? You
Point
gotta
guard?
You gotta also think
You
about
have
guards though too as
So
well.
the way that I see that's first all team is not necessarily positions.
Yeah,
I
because
just
you have
see
to
it
do
as
it like
top.
that. You have
Because
to
think
you
about
have to
it.
take the best point guard. You have to take the
But
best.
not really.
That's
Think
what I'm
about,
saying. Not
think,
really,
think
'cause-
about it.
'cause
Austin Green
technically-
brings up the ball. Mehdi
That's
brings up.
why no one
Mehdi
plays,
brings up the ball.
No one plays their role. That's why it's a little bit different.
Osman
I'm
brings up
thinking
the
of
ball?
First, 5 roll. Let's. Can you quickly pull up the website? Sorry, the ratings. I want to see who are the top 5 ratings because that will tell us basically who are similar to top 5. Shafiq, Safwan, Mahdi,
Austin. And
Austin?
Horace. Oh.
and Haris Ahmed. Yes, so it's
Osman's up there too.
Yeah, and Osman's right there. Thing.
Yeah.
That's who really show But yeah,
Yeah,
you guys have any thoughts? Any changes you think?
No, not really. I think that's super valid. I love how though, but also we're also talking about good players in general and stuff. But we do want to shout out this week's player of the week though because we still haven't done that.
Oh yeah, of course.
And I mean we already know exactly. You guys probably already know too. But just to go into it,
Safwan.
the player of the week, right? Safwan.
Oh, I spoiled it.
It's okay. We already knew it. Safwan, overall, great game, right? Coming in with 24 points again, 7 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks. This man was just hot. I remember, literally the first bucket, he took, 1 dribble, mid-range catch. It was
yeah.
just easy. Again, Safwan is just very impactful.
He did it all from start to finish. He did not slow down. I think maybe he did it. In the beginning, it was more offensively focused, hitting those threes. Then, like you said, he kind of slowed down in the fourth quarter, but that's where he got his steals, more rebound blocks.
His energy was up,
He
too.
was
His
he was
energy
feeling
up.
it. He was hot. Well deserved. Honestly, crazy performance, crazy highlights. My favorite bucket of his was that fadeaway. I think you posted on
Oh,
the
yeah, that
story.
was beautiful.
That was so tough.
I don't know how he hit that.
I don't know how he hit that. That was.
I
so
talked to him
tough.
after the game. I was like, so what made it different this week, right, compared to the previous weeks? He's like, Shaq just gave me the green light.
And then you have Shaq in the background. Go, that was so funny.
That was good. That was good. But yeah, shout out Safwan.
Congrats,
Way to
man.
play. Congrats.
Well deserved, yeah.
Well deserved. Well deserved. Okay.
Yo, I want to talk about next week's matchups, bro.
Let's do it.
Who do we have?
Yo, going into it. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Synergy Hoops Weekly Matchups.
Okay, what we got? Okay. Oh, okay. I'm actually very excited to see this
Prime
one.
time versus Pluto.
I wasn't here when these.
So
You
matchups-
weren't here for that game?
Yeah, I wasn't here. when
Yo,
these
that was the
matchups
best
were.
game ever.
So prime time and Pluto. Pluto was actually like winning and
Destroying, not just
they're
winning.
destroying. They were talking the whole entire time, and then they just came out to the wire, down to the end. They came back.
Oh, this is gonna be a fun
and
game.
Prime time won.
Okay.
But okay, predictions. What do you guys think?
Oh shoot! I want to go first.
Okay.
I think Pluto's on a hot streak.
Okay.
I think Pluto's on a
And
hot
this
streak.
is gonna differentiate the first seed.
Like clear.
This is.
like clear.
Oh yeah, clear. Yeah, someone's gonna come with loss. I think Pluto takes it. I think Pluto takes it. I do. I think it's gonna be again very close game because I know dang well Shafiq is not gonna have another bad game in a row. You know, so I know it's gonna be close. But I think Pluto's it's hot right now. They're getting their groove. They're feeling it. They're
Okay.
hitting all cylinders. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Pluto too. They're playing really good.
Snap,
Yeah.
snap. Okay. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with I think I'm gonna go with prime time. The only reason why I say prime time and not just to be like the outsider and stuff like that. If Mehdi really continuously plays how he's been playing consistently,
Yeah.
and then you just add Shafiq just to do his thing,
Yeah.
I really do think that they could bring it. Like just home. They're just really good. And I think
They're really
like
good, yeah.
Feroz, like he's gonna like hit occasionally like a three there.
Yeah.
And Ahmad hasn't been playing too well.
Yeah.
And I feel like Ahmad plays good because he knows those guys. That's
Yeah.
why. So he knows to play against Asma and playing
He knows how
against
they play,
Safwan,
exactly. It
playing
builds up
against
his
Shaq.
confidence
Yeah.
and everything.
That's why I say that.
I think the entire team.
So
That's
I
a
say
team battle
prime
point.
time. I say prime time.
Okay, nice.
Mambas versus 0 to Hero. I got 0 to Hero. Nah, I'm sorry.
You're done with
I'm
Mambas?
done with Mambas.
Oh
I can't.
man.
0 to Hero. Honestly, it just comes
It's a
down to
sad
like,
day.
clear.
It's a sad
But yeah,
day.
I'm gonna go with 0 to Hero. Just being it real.
Wait. 0 to Hero hasn't played against Avery Green yet, right?
They haven't, but I just think that it's not gonna be. I think just Mambas like their play style, their game style is not enough. So yeah, I'm going with 0.
I got Mambas. I think Mambas are gonna. They finally see that they're the bottom of like the bottom. They're the 4th seed. They're 1 and what? 1 and 4.
1 in 4, yes.
Yeah, 1 and 4. They need to step it up. This is the week that changes. Hopefully Avery steps up. But yeah, Mambas I got.
They need to find their groove in the game. But I got 0 to Hero. Until Mamba show me something, a different game plan.
I believe in you guys.
Then 0 to Hero is gonna take it. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's it. Halfway through the season, more fun stuff to come.
One
Crazy
thing
matchups.
I do want to mention, right? And I would have said it during last week, and you made a message. But if you guys are not wearing a jersey from now on, the jerseys that Synergy provided, you can't play in the game, right? That's what we agreed on.
Yeah, that's one thing that
I want to just be like a little clear about this. We're not doing that just because like we want to be the. You guys got to kind of take a look at it like from our perspective, right? Just because we promise these things, right? We want media highlights. We want you guys to look good and feel good, and we have like a certain, I guess, standard for our league. And the only reason why, it's just simple, right? It's good for branding. It helps us just deeper business line down in the end, background stuff.
It helps us grow.
And it makes you guys look good, right? Like you don't want to be a part of like a league where like, okay, if we want, more competition and other players just come joining in and having fun, and when they see someone who's not in the jersey or whatever, right, it just looks a little off, right? So that's why, you look better, everything looks more organized, and it just looks more of like a high quality league that you're playing in. That's just straight up.
It's like
what it
it's
is.
unprofessional, right? Like NBA players, right? I know. Okay, we're not close to the NBA at all. But,
one day.
Yo.
But like, would they ever allow? Not even just NBA, right? A pro game,
100%.
right? Would they ever allow your high school basketball game? Would they ever allow you to play without your jersey?
Yeah, you don't even have to think of high level like that. Like in a high school basketball
Yeah.
game, if you don't have a jersey, you can't play. There's no way.
We're trying to, that's what we're trying to build here. Again, also community. We're trying to make it fun for you guys, more professional. The way that we hold our league, our brand, as from you guys know, from our tournaments, we're all about the media, we're all about the content, we're all
Absolutely.
about giving you guys that high level experience, and we just want to, continue that. But yes, great point, bringing that up. But that's pretty
That's
much
it.
all we
Yeah.
got halfway through the season.
Let's go, excited.
We got a lot more. I'm excited to see how it ends. Each week, I feel like things are changing, but
Yeah,
Yahoo.
All right, guys, that's it for this week's episode. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Comment down below who you think is going to win. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Be good.